ค Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
เฮ้ยเครื่องจักรตัวใหม่เว้ยเฮ้ย
There's the whistle. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. Stam kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to play it through. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. An early chance, their first of the game.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Canada have the chance to go the other way. Fernandez. And it's Xhaka. And this is Son Heung-min. Gerrard. Oh, easy pickings there. Granit Xhaka. Messi. And he's picked it up out wide. Plays it in low. Now it's Shevchenko. Gehi wins the duel this time. Well timed, excellent interception. Fernandez. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min has a look and plays it forward. And it's been played through. Canada are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's got the beating of his man. It's Son Heung-min! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Camavinga with the clearance. And smartly reclaimed. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That has been cut short. This is a promising build-up. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Almost half an hour in now. Now it's Messi. Now it's Kane. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's an imaginative pass. Dink through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bade. Alexander-Arnold. Granit Xhaka. Messi. Scott. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. Camavinga. Fernandez. And it's Messi. And here's Kane.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Kane. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great vision, and he was quick to react. Fernandez. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run, couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Scott. Now that looks a decent ball. Cross goes in there. Quality ball.
Borussia Dortmund couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Shevchenko. He's through here. Fernandez. Now it's Kane. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
We are glad to
We're back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Canada, number 15, Del Piero.
The second period is on the way.
Coming on the field is
Canada
number
really are
19,
going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here.
Substitution in
Upping the
progress.
intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Looking for options for movement.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Canada faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. The chance to break through. He scores for sure. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Could be danger here, and he's managed to get chance. He's got a goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Nicely weighted ball. Some resolute defending there. Scott. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Canada different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive. And it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cunha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a little off target.
Fernandez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gehi gets over and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Scott. Matheus Cunha. Stam simply refused to be outdone there. Canada are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played into space, floated through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Scott. Granit Xhaka. And Fernandez. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And it's Scott. Fernandez. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Fernandez. No outsmarting him this time. Messi threads one in. And this is Shevchenko. Fernandez. And no, he's seen through all of that. Scott. Now, can they get him away? Shevchenko is in a really good position out wide.
Substitution for Canada, number 24.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Messi.
Scott.
Number 9.
Camavinga.
Shevchenko.
And it's Scott.
Coming on the field.
It's going wide
number
left.
25.
He has found a way through.
Number 8.
That's
Becker.
very neat.
Number
Matheus
22.
Cunha.
Gullit.
Looking to play him in.
Taking place.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Bale. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Canada are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's a sharp little ball here. Fernandez.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's being urged to shoot. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
There will be 3 minutes at a
It's
time.
a sharp pass. And this is Ronaldo. Aims beyond the defence. Bale receives... Bale! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. Borussia Dortmund are down to 10 men.
Well, that's called taking one for your team because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
He'll fancy himself from here. Beckham! And the ball's come loose here. Played into the box. Keeper's dealt with that. Now there's a fine ball. Knocks it into space. Getting up there! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
And now,
Your final
please
thoughts,
turn
Jim?
towards
Canada
the screen
absolutely
for a special
shocking here.
presentation
Shockingly
featuring how
porous
best
down the middle,
football is today.
which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Everyone, please welcome the two
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
So we're up and running. It's one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season. Knocks it out wide.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Here comes another cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Played out wide. Great vision. And it's made its way to him. There's the header! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allow the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, good-looking ball. Taken back almost at once. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really...
Thuram with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Here's the header! No, not the best of headers. Ended up in no man's land. Mitchell opts for safety, and it's Lerma. Hughes. Tino. Takes aim and crosses. Keeper has taken decisive action. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Number 11, Johnson.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hughes.
Crystal Palace definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Iniesta. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Searching pass he's played there. Johnson gets into a good position. Delivers with whip. And he's there to clear it. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And here's Pino. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Del Piero. Lerma. And here's Johnson. Munoz. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Johnson. In with the challenge. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, easy pickings there. Iniesta. And he is deftly away. He's a sharp little ball here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Has a look and plays it. Shevchenko! And no mistake. It had to come. It just had to come. He had to have his say. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And he's gone long. Pull it. Kaka. Kaka going face-to-face with his great rival. Shevchenko has it out wide and in space. Mitchell. It's Hughes. And he's being shifted off it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Kaka. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jeremy Pino.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mitchell. Aims beyond the defence. Pino is flagged offside. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Manchester United really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Second period then underway. Lerma. And Richards. And that's a throw. This is a promising build-up. Looking for options for movement. That's very neat. Cross into the... Impressive jump! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Mitchell turns back here, probably the best option. Munoz. Brennan Johnson. Munoz has created one goal already. Hullet. Shevchenko looking to add to his goal. Richards was in no mood for any of that. It's just beyond his reach. Iniesta. Hullet is the team's great visionary. And it's Lahm. Wriggles his way through. And this is Iniesta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Richards did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kaká going after that. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's forced to go back.
The attendance for this match was
Hughes.
71,649.
Munoz. And it's Lerma. Now this could be a... Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's taking no chances there. Thuram, not the most accurate pass. Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Kaká. He's shifting through the gears here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Substitution.
Oh, it's come off the upright. Decent hit from there. Mitchell. And they've got a throw. Beckenbauer, pinged towards the front line. It's Hullet, and it's Kaká. Beckenbauer for Iniesta. Oh, good spread. Hullet is in a really good position out wide. Beckenbauer gathers from the goal kick. Hughes. And it's Hughes. That's destined for the flank. Mitchell. Looking for the far post. Nesta getting this one clear. Oh, that was vital. Kaka, the specialist in tearing teams apart. 75 minutes played. Now it's Johnson. And it's Munoz. The pressing's intense, and it tries a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution in progress.
Crystal Palace have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Del Piero. And here's Shevchenko. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Munoz. Now it's Pino. Mateta. Good ball, good take.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Kaka. Great defending, strong and determined. Crystal Palace needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Kaka in acres of space out wide. Oh, shooting chance! So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. So time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Substitutions taking place.
Pass somewhat off target. Iniesta. Beckenbauer. Kaka. He's in a great position here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw
There
now.
will be 3 minutes added time.
That has not gone well. And here's Kaka. And the number on the board is 3. Pinches it off him. And it's Del Piero. And he's picked out the run. And this is Shevchenko. And he's got his cross in. Henderson claims it. Safe hands. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and
for all
goodbye.
that are here today, we are glad to inform you that tickets for the next home game are now available on general sale from the ticket office.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now, he's got space here. That is good alertness. That's a cute ball. Tossed somewhat off target. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. He's got away. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Ronaldinho clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind...
Oh, what a mistake! Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cannavaro wants to run onto this. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Villa. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Valverde. And it's Valverde. Now it's Villa. Looking for options for movement. He's had a shot! Tries to play it through. And here's Dani Olmo. And that's a throw. Plays a sharp little ball here. Brahim Diaz. Howson makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. And this is he's in. What? Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And this is Luis Suarez. Iniesta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's made its way to him. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot! And a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
They have what they wanted. The first... Oh no, this does not look good. David Villa. And he is dashing away. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Villa clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. He's chosen to go back. Can he get it through? Well, nicely intercepted. Mbappe! Now that's well seen too. Brahim Diaz, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Lovely, now then. Good read, needed to be.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rudiger. Now that looks a decent ball. Dani Olmo is wide and looking to get onto this. Keeper has taken decisive action. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Luis Suarez. It's out for a goal kick. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Caught offside that time.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Ronaldinho, oh, he's taken it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. No, it's come to nothing. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So right back into the action.
Madrid can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Now he's running away. Messi finding himself in space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Ronaldinho. Eder Militao. Now it's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Oh, no joy this time. Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's a pretty loose pass. No way through there. Oh, this looks sharp. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Villa. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Harrison spots it and intercepts. And the pass is intercepted. That's an imaginative pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he get onto this? Corner given. Not the most convincing of passes. That's really well manoeuvred. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Dani Olmo is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Iniesta. This looks promising. Mbappe! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Madrid restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Madrid are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's full on! Loose ball now. Oh, in he goes again. He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Madrid certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Big chance! Iniesta, the ultimate schemer, in he goes again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That is a little undercooked. Threads one in. Dani Olmo. Nice looking ball. That's good vision.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, that's well spotted. Madrid have it back and can go again. Now, can they get him away? Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
David Villa! And he's found the net! And again they hit the front.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he plays one through. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He has found the way through. No, that's been intercepted. Rudiger, and he's managed to get free.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Crosses it in. And the number on the board is 3. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, played right into his path. Iniesta. Looking for a runner. That has been cut short. And that's that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Madrid really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, there is a point in every campaign of startling clarity. No margin for error, we are faced with absolutes. Win here, and they survive. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Chelsea must not lose. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. A massive decision in a massive game. It is a straight red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Chelsea already a man down in these early stages. Roberto Carlos! That was travelling. Rummenigge, he's in a great position here. Has a look and place it forward. Looking for options for movement. Picked out brilliantly. Rummenigge! Harmlessly behind. Rummenigge. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, whatever about the intent in that or not, you really shouldn't be making the situation any worse.
The pass has gone astray. Great chance! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. Rummenigge. Best. He's found a way through. Sneijder! Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Real chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Casapia definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Casapia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
They're back in possession and ready to go. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Drogba. And it's Drogba. Pull it. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Can he spark a counter here? Rijkaard. Sneijder plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well timed, excellent interception. Pull it. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Sneijder. Showing good feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Spread neatly. Roberto Carlos. Sneijder. Almost half an hour in now. It's Sneijder. Sneijder will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rijkaard. Best going face to face with his great rival. Played in by... Oh, great leap! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A case now of complete control. Palmer. Hato is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's managed to gift it back. Bojan Kurkic running with the ball. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Palmer. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Good running, strong and purposeful. Best place it in. Getting up there! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rijkaard. And he's intervened well there. Pirlo. Now that looks a decent ball. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Added time.
Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Hoisted in. Chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He shifted it to the flank. It's a searching pass. And they can... Pinches it off him. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Palmer. Number
So off we go
25,
again.
Didier Drogba.
Chelsea come out for
Coming
this
on the
second
field,
half with a different
number
lineup. The
17,
manager has made a big call here.
Number 11, Bale.
And the shot! It's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Casapia are having a ball here. Rijkaard. Schneider. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught, and a header! And there's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Casapia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Baresi gets over and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? Shevchenko! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, there was plenty on that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Chelsea different to some extent this half. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, it's a great ball here. Shevchenko is flagged offside. Rummenigge.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Bale. Ferry did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, the referee must have thought he truly meant that. He has to behave himself from here.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Thuram.
Coming on the field. Number 3.
And he's whipped to the... He leaps for it!
Number 24.
Decent chance. That is a fine delivery. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, perfectly measured that. Real chance here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Berry, a picture of focus and alertness. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to cross. Towering header! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nicely spread. Always onto this. Bale is the guilty party there.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? Spread out to the left. That is ended up in no man's land. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Danny Olmo. Great ball, and he's in here. Big chance! And he hits the net. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Decent chance! Vieira. Chance here to counter.
Casapia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Burmo has been caught there. It's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And he was alert to it. The most
ครับ
accurate
สวัสดีชาวโลก
Chelsea really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And that has left him in a heap. Chanatip. Now he's got space here.
ผมดี6เอง
He anticipates. Rijkaard. Oh, now he can run away with it. And this is Pirlo. He's on it. Can he get away? Across. Terrific effort. No way through.
There will be 5 minutes.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that pass just didn't quite work. Tries a shot!
ขอสักลูกที่ว่า
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Chelsea still making a fight of this. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, what has happened here? And he's following up! And the referee brings it to a close. Chelsea found it all too much in the end, They came into the day with one mission. It's a mission they could not fulfil. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Chelsea really were made to suffer today. They knew what they were up against, and still it made very hard viewing for me, knowing this was always going to be the likely outcome. Well, at least they will have the chance to bounce back, although that's probably the last thing they'll be thinking about right now.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.